Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about the right KPIs to look at when optimizing your motivated seller leads. Now, these are kind of my personal favorites. This is what I use to help ensure that we're making the right decisions in our ads, as well as watching the right data throughout the month so that we have the right direction when it comes to times to make changes. So here I've got an account that we're going to be looking at that we've pulled up. They're about $35 cost per motivated seller lead, which is a great cost per lead in the market that they are in. And we're going to be going over a little bit more about what we look at and how we optimize these ad accounts so we can get them back to that point and what kind of things are important, what everything really means. So that way we can kind of give you an idea that you can look at and go out and make changes to. There will be a couple of things, if you have questions, you can always reach out to us. We're going to focus on the campaign levels of the KPIs. You can also go into deeper into ads and whatnot. We'll leave some resources for you so that you can look at that as well. So first thing I like to do, these are my favorite numbers to look at, is I like to pull up my reach, my unique link clicks, my landing page views, my optimization events. So for this one, it's leads and on Facebook leads. And so those are the kind of two that I'm looking at, and we'll go over those differences, as well as how much I'm spending, my CPM or cost per impression, my 3-second video plays, 25% video plays, and my 50% video plays. And those are going to be my main points of interest when I'm looking at the overview of the account to kind of direct me to where I need to start focusing more on. So first off, the reason why we want this reach in here, and I don't do impression count, and part of that is just because impression on Facebook means just showing up somewhere on the feed, whether somebody noticed you or not. Whereas reach, somebody actually has to scroll past you. So you actually have to be on a visible point of the page rather than just somewhere in the feed like an impression would be. So on the reach side, that's a little bit more important to me. That's how many people I'm really getting in front of. Now, this can be double counted. It's not unique reach. So this can be from multiple people inside that reach amount. But what we want to look at here is we're going to be kind of comparing this to our unique link clicks. So what I'm doing is I'm saying, all right, well, I've got a reach of about 23,000. I've got unique link clicks of about 247. Now, what does that tell me? And what do I need to take away from that? So what we can start to look at is say, okay, well, we've got 23,000 some odd times where our ads in front of somebody, whether it's double counting or not, but we've only got about 247 times that a person uniquely clicks on the ad. So what that can show us is that our ad may need a little bit of an update to be a bit more relevant to our audience, or our audience needs to be a little bit more updated to be more relevant for our ad. So it gives us 2 points to focus on. So as we move on, we'll be able to say, okay, this makes sense, or we need to make a change to this, or this is definitely where we need to look. So as we keep on going, we see, all right, we've got 153 landing page views. Now, the difference between a link click and a landing page view, and unique link click means that it's just one person. We're not double counting the amount of times that maybe somebody saw a multiple ad, clicked on it, went on. It's not all clicks. But um, a landing page view is basically when somebody actually clicks on the ad and goes to your page and actually loads the entire page. So when we're looking at that, some of these are going to be a little bit different because some of these link to the page, some link to a lead form, but ultimately we should be somewhere around, I like to say you should be within about 15 to 20% of your clicks that are going to a landing page should be actually loading. Now we have to look at only the campaigns that are driving people to the page. So we've got conversion campaign, we've got a retargeting, which is driving to the landing page, as well as the video views is linked to the website. So that one's going to be a little bit different. That's kind of where we're going to see a little bit of discrepancy. Whereas the lead generation, we're not really interested in seeing how many people actually went to our website because we're trying to send people to the lead form. So we're going to pull this up and kind of look at this, and we're going to say, okay, out of 150 or out of 200 clicks, we had about 150. If we look at just the conversions, We're going to pop in here. So just stuff driving directly to our website. We've got 150 9 and 131 have loaded it. So we're doing all right. We could do a little bit better. So what this points to me is, all right, hey, there might be a little disconnect between our ads and our audience. So that kind of that's 2 points that we've seen there, like ads and audiences is what we need to look at. So we're going to put a note there, and we're going to say, okay, now we're going to go to leads. Out of our leads, we have 37 leads out of 153 landing page views. So if we take that, what we understand from that is that we do have quite a few people who drive to our website and actually become leads. So we're going to look at just the website lead portion. So that puts us at 32. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we have to minus the 5 Facebook leads. We're just looking at all these people who went to our website and how many converted on our website, minus the 5 from the 7, because we need just people who converted on our optimized event on our website. So we're going to pull up 32. So we got 153 that drove to the website and actually loaded the website, stayed on there for 3 seconds at least. And we've got 32 that became leads. So we're going to do 153, or we're going to do 32 divided by 153. That gives us about a 21% conversion ratio. So what I see from that is, okay, we're obviously driving motivated. The people who are seeing our ads that are motivated are awesome, obviously driving there, but we might be a little broad on the audience. We're getting too many people that are in our reach column that maybe don't need to be there. So what we can do is we can put a more emphasis on our retargeting audiences, or create lookalikes more off of our retargeting audiences than the list that we already have in the account, because we know that we're a little too broad on our targeting. Now, with 37 leads and sitting around a $35 cost per lead, I'm not too worried about it. What I see is that we might have a good mix here of people kind of coming in. It's a little too broad for us on the unique lead clinks, but as long as those conversions are there and they're motivated leads, then I'm okay. But the first place I would look at and trying to optimize this would be trying to get our audiences a little more fine-tuned, because we just, there's a little bit of a gap there. After I worked on those audiences, if I was still seeing some similar results where just not enough clicks, we'd jump back into the ads and say, hey, there might be something that's causing people to disconnect between our messaging, that's saying, hey, whatever the messaging might be, it might be a little confusing. It might be a little bit hard for them to understand how to get to the actual page. We're just getting lots of, this is kind of a way that we can go through and work on that click-through rate. Because when you look at that click-through rate, when you take 247 divided by 23,489, we're sitting at that's down to the 1% range. So, that's not high enough for us. We want to be more around the 5 to 7% range. So that audience kind of gives us a little insight there. As you move over, I really like cost per impression, and that kind of verifies the audience portion, because it's more expensive to get in front of these people. And right now, a lot of this can change depending on how many advertisers are there and what the area is like. But you can see that these CPMs are a little high. We want these to be more around the $18 range, is pretty average. But for right now, as long as my cost per lead is staying low, then I'm saying, hey, I don't mind having to pay a little bit more to be in front of these people, because I know I'm getting a low cost per lead as long as my leads are motivated. And moving over, I like to always look at the 3 seconds video plays, as well as the 25% and the 50%. And what this shows me is possibly what videos are working best. Now, this is best to use over in your ads. Now, we're not going to dive into that today, but I like to have these up because it allows me to see my audiences building, because I can retarget all these audiences. I can segment these and retarget them. And so it shows me that my audiences are building over time. And I like to keep track of that in my KPIs, because it's important for me on a brand awareness level of how many people are actually seeing my videos and playing them, and how long are they watching, because it shows me some progress on the brand awareness and the ad recall that they're going to have later on, of being able to remember me from my videos. So these are the KPIs that I like to look at personally. They help me be able to make better decisions in the ad accounts and optimize my ads and show me the direction of where I am to go. Now that you kind of have an idea of how these work, feel free to jump in, look at your own, um, and just try to figure out, what direction do you need to go? Is it something that's making you say, hey, maybe my campaign optimization isn't very good because I'm getting tons of I'm getting tons of results of my optimization level, but it's never leading to a conversion. So maybe I need to shoot more for conversions, or maybe I need to update my retargeting because my retargeting isn't working because I'm getting so many people funneling in, but they're never making it to the end of the funnel. Or maybe it's, hey, um, I'm getting tons of reach, but I'm not getting enough clicks like we were seeing today. We need to work on that audience. We need to narrow that down a little bit. Maybe you're getting tons of clicks, but you're just not getting any conversions. And that could be a messaging problem. It could be, hey, your messaging on your ads is great to the relevant audience, but they're not converting because the messaging doesn't match your website. You're being too broad in your messaging on your ads. So there's all these different things that you can learn from just looking at simple pieces of data. So as you go in, make sure you're watching these. If you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out. We love answering these. And we'll also be releasing another video next week that's going to be specific on the ads. So as you get ready to start optimizing ads as well, we'll be able to give you some insight on that. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos, and we will chat with you later.